Hi guys! Sorry I can't be with you today, but I decided that I would do a little mini lesson here for you to start your class period, and then from there you guys will have the rest of the time to work. So if you would just kind of go through this video, follow along, and then you guys will have some time to get some work done. So hopefully you're being nice to whoever's covering for me. If you take a look under your assignments for the week, you can see today we're going to discuss The Little Mermaid and the literary elements that we find within The Little Mermaid. And then you're going to do a Little Mermaid descriptive writing assignment, which is what you're going to have lots of time to do today. And then for your at-home work, you are going to finish up that descriptive writing paragraph. Don't forget that there's a Little Mermaid lesson. What was the lesson at the end of this story? You're going to write a little bit about that. And also remember that your book of the month, your new book of the month has to be chosen. So if we go back here, I want to pull up the Little Mermaid text and take a look at something. Okay, so we talked about last class how the Little Mermaid was super descriptive. And if you take a look, I'm going to give you the perfect example of the description that comes in the story, and you can find it in the very first paragraph. So if you look, it says, "Far out in the ocean, the water is as blue as the petals of the loveliest cornflower, and as clear as the purest glass." If you look, we have similes put right in there. Similes where you compare two things using like or as. So as blue as the petals and as clear as the glass. So those two things paint an image for us. And Hans Christian Andersen is so great at painting the picture and making the description so believable that you feel like you're there. So if we keep going, but it was very deep too. It goes down deeper than any anchor rope will go, and many steeples would have to be stacked one on top of the other to reach from the bottom of the surface of the sea. It's down there that the sea folk live. So here he gives us a comparison. So we're not doing a simile, we're not using like or as, but he's still painting this picture saying that the anchor rope wouldn't even go as deep in the ocean as we're talking. And that steeples, remember we also talked about how Christianity was so important in the mid-1800s in Europe. So we have these steeples being the comparison for it. So I want you guys to take a minute and pause the video here and see if you can find another spot in the story that uses the description that we've talked about. Maybe metaphors, really descriptive language, comparisons, any of those things. So pause and go find another descriptive spot in the story. All right, so hopefully you guys found something and you were able to talk about that. Now what I want you to do is I want you to write your own paragraph that is descriptive about a place that you know. We talked about in here what Hans Christian Andersen, how he painted the under the sea world using words. Now I want you to paint a picture of using something you know and a place that you're really familiar with, or an object that you're really familiar with. So maybe you really want to paint a picture of your bedroom, or the beach that you go to, or even something as simple as the inside of your family's car, or maybe it's your dog. You want to share with us exactly what your dog looks like. So think of something that you would like to describe, and that's what you're going to end up writing a paragraph about. But it's not just a simple paragraph. Remember, this needs to be descriptive. So you can take some of these things that Hans Christian Andersen does, some of his clever traits, and you can write metaphors or similes, comparisons using like or as. You can use other comparisons You can use vivid vocabulary and great descriptive words. So that's what I want you to do. Just a paragraph. So I don't like putting numbers. I know in 6th grade you guys always ask me how many lines is a paragraph. I don't like telling you how many lines you have to have because then I know you'll only do that many. So I'm just going to tell you, do your best, make sure it is descriptive, and write as many lines as you need to describe the object or the place that you are going to describe. Okay, I will let you go ahead and do that. You can work on that for the remainder of the class period. Make sure that when you are finished writing your paragraph, that you submit it on Google Classroom. There is a place to do that. If we go back here, you can see that I'm asking you to go back over it once you're done writing it, edit, and then go ahead and submit it and turn it in here, okay? So make sure that you get this turned in by the end of the day on Friday. All right, so once you are done with that and you have that submitted, you guys have done everything you need to do today, so awesome job. If you don't get done, make sure you finish it at home. If you do get done, you have some time to work on something else. You can work on your book of the month, or you can work on homework from another class. I'm okay with that as well. So I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you on Tuesday. Remember, Tuesday we are going to be going to the library. We'll meet here in the class first. I'll talk you through a couple things about the library, and then we'll head up there, and you'll have the opportunity to go pick out some books in the library. So that'll be a fun day. All right, guys, have a great weekend. See ya.